Joining us now is Randy Martinson, market analyst with Progressive Ag Marketing. Randy, thanks for joining us this morning.
Hey, good morning.
And we will start with the grain markets. Crops are looking pretty good. How are the grain markets looking this morning?
Well, not bad. We're actually starting to hit highs of the overnight session right now as we speak, and we've got the wheat market trading with a little bit of gains. It looked like yesterday it was going to struggle a little bit because of some lost export sales that were reported. Of course, Egypt came in and bought Russia wheat, and that was a little bit negative, especially after the break we've had. We thought that some of our wheat would be a little bit priced better, but we're still a little bit overpriced as far as the world is concerned, and that dampened the spirits in the wheat market a little bit. We were able to push and finish with small gains, and so far that's what we've got in the overnight session. Chicago is up 2, Kansas City's up 1, and Minneapolis, because of harvest going on, is down 1 to 2. Better than expected yields up here in the north, of course, is what's putting on the pressure. And corn market is trading with small gains, up 1 cent, and soybeans mixed here overall, quarter-cent either side of unchanged.
Now we're getting ready to wrap up summer, unfortunately, and head on into fall. What are some key things to look for in either the grain markets or the livestock markets as we head through the next few weeks?
Well, the big thing to watch right now as far as the grain markets are concerned is the next USDA crop production report. It's coming out next Wednesday. USDA is resurveying some soybean acres, some states. For soybean planted acres, of course, it's going to be Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas. Right now, we expect that we're going to see an increase in acres, and that could be a little bit bearish on the soybean side. That's going to be something that we're going to have to pay attention to and watch. Of course, critical to crop development stage in soybeans right now as we go into August. This is when the soybean crop is made. We'll see how the weather goes. So far, the forecasts are pretty good, and it doesn't look like there's anything threatening. There's nothing threatening in corn, and corn went through pollination pretty good. So that's the key things to watch. Livestock, that's a market that needs to see a little bit of a rebound. It's been under some pressure, but we got big numbers, and demand is the big thing to watch there.
Now we do have, speaking of the livestock market, we do have, you mentioned the demand. We've got the holiday season, the barbecue season wrapping on up. How is this barbecue season and the demand compared to years past?
It's been a little bit disappointing as far as the meat sector is concerned. We were hoping to see a little bit more demand, and it really didn't phase in as we expected. And it could be partly because of so much poultry being dumped or being left on the U.S. market, and there was a lot of inexpensive meat to compete with, and that kind of kept beef and pork off of the grills a little bit more than anticipated this year.
All right, that is all of my questions. Anything else you'd like to talk about that maybe we didn't mention this morning?
The big thing to keep just watching, like we mentioned, is weather and how the development stage for soybean goes here. We have potential to have a pretty good-sized crop here, and that's going to be somewhat negative going forward.
All right, Randy, thank you for joining us this morning.
Hey, thank you. Have a good day.
Hey, you too. All right, once again, that was Randy Martinson, market analyst with Progressive Ag Marketing. Stay with us. One last look at your weather coming up right after the break, and then Kyle will be in to give you a sneak peek at what's coming up next on the Valley Today.